Okay, how's everybody's morning going? Give me a second, let me get up here. And we're going to start tonight off with a doozy. We're going to go back to the girls' rule, where Julie Melvin, Linda Miller, Tina Riddell, Tony Hunt, Shelley Collins. I'll go back to. And you're going to find out some more dirty little secrets of Julie Melvin and her little girls' rule crew, what they've been hiding and what they've been telling each other about their own families. Just to rehash and go over this. And where this gets really interesting is we're going to start off here. Linda's looking Miller and Grandma Lena. If you look back to 2 videos, she was just in a chat welcomed by all you individuals last night, being praised by Spooky, another one on the HULU documentary. Being praised for being strong and being courageous. For what? It sure the fuck ain't child victims like her grandchildren. Her little incest of a fucking grandson, raping and molesting his own sister and cousins right there under the house and staying the night with Linda Miller. Well, we're going to get into some touchy subjects tonight, but you're going to go on and have the audacity, after telling a child rape victim with PTSD to go get raped again for exposing your grandson? Oh, honey. And then you want to go on a documentary? Get in your face and, oh, look at me, listen to what I got to say. This sick and sadistic side of the pro defense. And there's families like hers that fit right in. You all have been talking with somebody who turned her own back on 2 child victims, her own fucking grandchildren. Her incest grandson, James Sawyer II. Jr. Her pride and her pride and joy son. This is what a Democratic dad that was in the National Guard teaches his son to come up to be a incest little fucking terrorist. Raping and molesting his own little sisters and cousins, their little friends and the neighbors. This is why you had Linda Miller, James Sawyer, James Jr., Clay, moved from Columbus, where their longtime family friend and his aka Uncle Stan, Stanley Reid, out of Columbus, Indiana. This is what Clay got used to, grew up in. You all having a good time praising her last night make me sick. And the subject matter of kids being raped and molested, it going on dark web. Oh, Linda should know all about that. How about her second son? Her son, James Sr., best friend, Stanley Reid, out of Columbus, Indiana, bringing his 14-year-old underage girl friend around their families' get togethers and parties. They knew she was only 14, knew he was over 21, getting his girlfriend drunk at her son's parties and get togethers. I've got audio and video where not only is Stanley Reid laughing about it, talking about it openly, but then you have Linda Miller, her son, her family laughing about it, saying, "Oh, we knew exactly how old she was. We didn't see anything wrong with it." And how about the JP started dating your underage granddaughter when you came back from Wisconsin and moved in with him, now married to him. The same JP that her aunt, Erin Unger, out of Frankfort, Indiana, picked up with her daughter and their boyfriends in 2015, cartel dealing spice, the fake weed over in Frankfurt. She told me all about that. But we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes, what this whole thing tonight. It's going to be a two-part. It only allows me to do 100 things. But I want you to see this face right here. James Sawyer Jr., aka Clayton, or he goes by Clay Sawyer. And this is what advocating for your grandchildren, your daughter, Shauna Bradfield, has been speaking up for her own daughter that was molested by your incest grandson in their house. And you didn't know what the hell signs to look for, but you asked me, a child victim, hey, she's afraid of males. This, that, and the other. I'll get to that here in a few. But the monster under her bed? No, it's the monster in her bed. And you and her dad knew about this. This is the one you guys are praising. You had that on the HULU documentary, where her second son was a longtime child rapist. Exploitation charges, all he got for the rape, molestation of his 14-year-old victim. We're going to get into some real good stuff. But I want you guys to know who you were communicating with and who you're giving information back to. Remember, I gave the girls' rule where Julie Melvin, Tina Riddell, Megan, Josh Ebeling, Megan's husband, they're all in that girls' rule group. And then they're getting fed information from Tina and her friends like Linda. And you wonder why their families are so close and so good friends. It's all the secrets you hide. But you have the audacity to be speaking up about a certain topic after you told a child victim, just like your grandchildren, I could go get raped. I know I liked it. Oh, you didn't do anything to the fat 560 fucking pound, fat, worthless piece of shit distant cousin of mine that ended up fucking dying before I was able to fucking file charges. That's the only reason you knew that. You told me I could go get raped, just like your grandchildren, by your incest grandson. And you're going to sit there and get praised on criptex and other chats and live panels you go on saying, oh, how brave you are. Oh, how courageous, doing the right thing. Oh my God, look at me. I got more time in the air and internet fame. And oh my God. When your secrets are fucking nasty, Linda. Yep, that's your slut, Stanley Reid. And we'll get to what I was showing her, and I asked her, yeah, that's their family slut, Stanley Reid, aka her son's best friend, and her grandson, the incest child molester of his own sister and cousins and their underage friends and neighbors. He looked up to his Uncle Stan. We're going to get to exactly Stan's charges, and he's got some 2025 charges. And here's her bragging all about it. Wait till I give you the audio and video. Huh. And you have the audacity to speak up on, oh, there was a lot of child rapes and molestation, things getting uploaded to dark web. You know all about that, don't you, Linda? Your family protecting the incest child molesters within your own family. And why I can physically say you're protecting is, do you want me to show the text, the audio and video with your family admitting that you moved out and moved in with your son and grandson, that incest little bastard, that inbred little incest little cocksucker, to protect him and your poor son? He he was crying so bad. He ended up making himself puke. I feel so sorry for him and poor Quay. I gotta move in with Quay and my son and protect them. You turn your back on your own grandchildren, but that doesn't stop you from going on saying you want justice for other child victims by other predators, just like your son's best friend, which then has his son doing the same thing as his Uncle Clay. Uncle Clay was learning from his Uncle Stan on how to be a child molester and get by with it. The family, did they see nothing wrong with it? And yes, I've got the audio and video from the parties where I was showing underage girls and kids coming and drinking at your son's Halloween party. Now, isn't that going to be shown on audio and video? And his best friend, a convicted child sex predator, violent one at that, was sitting right there watching these underage girls and kids getting drunk. You were having a laughing good time doing shrooms and fucking drugs with your fucking son, getting drunk with the rest of them, while your grandson was inside fucking hunting. You guys to see the ones you were praising the other night, and their friends that go back in this girl's rule with Julie, Melvin, and the rest. Julie and the rest know all about each family's dirty little secrets. Don't you, Julie? You helped coax and help Linda through her family troubles. I don't know what to do without you girls. Oh my God, thank you. And this is where it gets real hard because If you look back on some of the other ones I've showed up and I spoke up on, this same Aaron Unger's talking to me. This is off her own page, not Adam Snodgrass. The same one telling me if I kept talking to the FBI, the Indiana State Police, and the locals when it comes to the Delphi case, that her and her friend was there watching the McCanns and others, knowing exactly what they were wearing, binoculars on, walkie-talkies, Linda knowing items that were taken and how they were taken years before Richard Allen was even arrested. But then you had Linda and her cartel dealing family, granddaughter, Celeste Sexton, which is a longtime family friend and longtime friends, like her mother, Aaron Unger, with Garrett Kurtz and other dealers turned serial killers. But if I so much as keep talking to the FBI, Indiana State Police, and the locals when it comes to the Delphi case, and what she told me, her and her friend JP, the threats on my life, if I so much as talk about what they said, what they told me, details years before it was ever publicly known, how those girls were killed, and if I was to keep talking, I would be slit, tortured, and left in the puddles like those two Delphi girls. If anything I say or show you, Michael, gets shown, then I will personally hunt you down and kill you myself. Wasn't that right, Aaron? But we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes, the ones that were praising and conversating and giving all the information to them and their friends that are going back, just like Shelley Collins was going back to George Stanley and meeting with George at George's house. Yeah, the same George Stanley that's on the documents saying if he was alive now, he would back up and protect Elvis Fields. You want to know how George Stanley and all of them knew so many details? Was Shelley Collins in the same breath of hanging out just the day prior, hanging out with Carrie and her kids, having the contact information thanks to Julie Melvin, Jenny Kroom. She was going down and meeting George Stanley and Elvis Fields right there in Rushville multiple times. But yet, nothing to see here. The girls rule. Julie Melvin and all them, they knew all that. They didn't want you as a public and as the true crime community as a whole to know they've been using you all for years. All that information, all that intel you think is going to get justice for more than one victim, for more than one crime. That same information is going back to Linda, her child molesting, killer family, on how to keep them and her out of prison, out of from seeing one day of justice. And give me a few, because when we are done with this, I'm loading another 100 and the rest of these up. I think it's time for you guys to see. Will the real Linda Miller please stand up? This is who you want on a Hulu documentary? And you have the audacity to speak about other child victims' cases when you turn your back on your own grandchildren. Imagine that. Your daughter, hell, your daughters, you even tell Erin she's your daughter. Your daughters are doing more than the grandmother of the grandchildren that were affected. You protected their attacker, the rapist and molester, their friends, their neighbors, rapist, molester. You moved in to coddle and protect him. Now, didn't you? And I've got the conversations with their family. So how dare you? How fucking dare you, Linda? You got your 10 minutes of fame. Now, bye-bye. You incest, breeding, raising, monster, making old mangy ass fucking cunt. There's nothing brave and courageous about you. You're a coward just like the child molesters and rapists that you protect and hide. Ain't that right, Linda? Your own daughter speaking up for her own daughter more than you will ever. What you guys read? This is the mother, and this is where it gets hard. You've got a convicted cartel dealing mother. This family, Linda's whole family, for decades, in Linda's own texts, recorded calls, bragging about her. She used to be on speed. She loves speed, but not coke. She loves meth. Now, don't you, Linda? Your own admissions to that. You're a meth addict. Now, why do you got along so great with Aspen Connor? The other meth out fucking cartel dealing family members yours. You guys have been decades affiliated with that cartel drug ring. Isn't that right, Aaron? Aaron explained everything. Her dealing, the other family dealing members. How about Sean Bradfield? How about your daughter's boyfriend? His long meth dealing right there in Monticello. Shauna Bradfield's right now boyfriend is a longtime meth dealing, cartel dealing dealer out of Monticello. Imagine that. But this is a mother speaking the truth, and this is the truth Linda does not want you to see. Linda refuses to stand up for her own grandchildren, but she's standing and screaming and going, look at me, look at me. Oh, put me on the documentary. Oh, let me be seen by thousands and millions of people. And look at me, look at me. For what, Linda? You don't stand for any justice for any victims. You stand right beside your friends using this true crime community to protect yourself, to keep you from going to prison, for protecting the rapists and killers within your own family. Hell, you even told me years before it was even known what items of the Delphi girls were taken and how they were taken. Didn't you, Linda? I want you guys to see this face right here. This inbred, incest, low-life grandson of Linda Miller. This is the inbred, incest, breeding and raising of children to be just like their Uncle Stan. And this is what your own daughter has to say. She speaks up more than you ever will. But you try to say you're there for victims and other victims of other crimes, of other predators just like your own. This is where it gets good. I'm going to let you guys read these. You know what's sad? Your own son told a victim of your son's that raped her, a fellow employee at Indiana Beach, told her she was fucking lying. I was a liar. I was making shit up. Your own son told his own son's victim that she was the liar. She didn't know what the hell she was talking about. But will the real Linda Miller please stand up? Please stand up. Or better yet, sit down or fucking croak, you old fucking bitch. God, if you had a fucking heart attack and fucking croak the next fucking day, it'd be one child molesting and chomo fucking protector. God. Please, Lord, strike her down with a fucking heart attack. I've never wished ill on anybody, but when you tell me to go get fucking raped for exposing a fucking child molesting and rapist, inbred, incest piece of shit grandson of yours, fuck you, Linda. I have every right to fucking hate you. And then, as a child victim myself, I may be adult now, but that PTSD, Christina, criminality, CJ, DB, Fiend, Angela, R&M Productions. You all spent the last 2 years laughing at my PTSD on why I should be mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. I'm mentally unstable. I'm a mental fucking retard. Doing live panels and chats and having a good old fucking time. Well, I'm stuck in the middle. I don't know what to do and how to fucking push in cases like this where Linda's grandchildren. One is a mom that knows and friends with a child killer, serial killer at that, more than one children. Then the dad praises and fucking raises a child molesting incest son. So what's this little child supposed to fucking do that's not even 18 yet? Hmm? It's victims like that that get left behind in this troubled fucking community. And this same troubled community is sitting here using the true crime community to do its own beckoning, to protect them and their friends and their own families and friends. Years of victims. And I tried speaking up to Linda at a Halloween party. I knew something was up. It was like watching my predator on the fucking hunt. Anywhere these little kids were going around, you had me staying on a couch in the living room. So for me to go in there to get to my bag, to get anything out of my bag, I was watching your grandson on the fucking hunt, Linda, and I tried speaking up to you. And what do you say? Oh, it's nothing. There's a part two to this coming. I can't decide. Is it going to be tonight? Is it going to be tomorrow? But I wanted you guys to see the Linda Miller off the HULU documentary. What her and her family and her friends are all about. And they are trying to tell you all, we're here for justice. We want justice for these victims and the right people put behind bars when they're protecting themselves and their own family from seeing a day in prison. Open your eyes. I've tried telling and I've tried speaking up and doing the right fucking thing for years now. And I want you guys to see this right here. I'm gonna leave this right here while I'm continue talking to you guys. But just wow. Anybody like to come up? I see there's two people on. By all means, let's come on. Have a conversation. Come on, Linda. You incest fucking breeding and raising fucking monster raising piece of shit. Come on, anybody? What's the matter? I'm telling you the truth. Julie Melvin and her Girls Rules chat groups, the hidden behind doors, they were telling each other all these little secrets, just like Tina Riddell talking to Julie Melvin and others, giving them the exact description of how their daughter and their friends, Gabe Ellis, Tyler Joe French, Kyan Kayalis, and others came back covered in blood. Then her tampering with the blood. Oh, yeah. Julie knows all about this and a hell of a lot more. Just wait till the audio and video. I'm about to raise all kinds of hell. But to have the audacity to tell me I can go get raped, I know what I like. I liked what happened to me as a fucking child. As I'm standing up for your own fucking grandchildren, Linda, more than you ever will. You are a sorry, sadistic, low-life piece of fucking dog shit, Linda. And the moment you fucking die, I will go piss and take a nice, healthy shit on your fucking grave. May you rot in hell, you sadistic bitch. And your friends, the ones that are protecting and coddling you, the ones that are giving you a platform, even a voice in their platform, that are saying they're for justice for victims and for these children, I'm doing more than you will ever, Linda. And I can't wait till the day I see you in cuffs. The feds are coming, you dumb fucking cunt. You did enough federal tampering with me. Your last of your years will be sent behind bars. And I hope you rot in hell